Hey everyone and welcome back. It's that time again where we take a look at all of the unreleased cars that's coming in this DLC, that is the Drug Wars DLC. This will be just a small overview and walk around of all these new cars with their info, as I'll be making individual in-depth videos on all these cars, showing all the customizations, top speed tests and reviews of them later on. I mean, just like every other time I do this during the DLCs, so make sure to stay tuned by subscribing to the channel so you won't miss out any of the other videos, as they're going to be detailed videos. This is just a glimpse of all these vehicles, as I said earlier, in their stock form. So we'll be going one by one with this. But before we go on with that, I actually wanted to point out one thing here. And it is that, do you all see the vehicles parked in the back over there? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to point out right now. I mean guys, you actually just saw all the vehicles that's part of this Drug Wars DLC, right? Released as well as the unreleased. And take a look at these. These are all the vehicles that were part of the Criminal Enterprises DLC that came out in like August or something. And take a look at the amount of vehicles we got, amount of all these new cars that we received. I mean, yes, we did receive some of these recycled cars, like for example the Weevil Custom or the Buick 300 Custom, but they actually look somewhat newer with all these customizations. So the only one that we actually completely got recycled was this one, that is the Ungmark Sentinel Classic Custom. But other than that, everything was new. There was just about one vehicle that was a repeat, which was this Kobe 8F and the 8F Custom, but even that is drastically different. So yeah, I would excuse that. But take a look at the amount of vehicles we received, guys. Such a huge variety and the huge number of vehicles we had got. And then take a look at the new ones. Like, majority of them are like literally recycled, and it's not even drastically new or anything. So do you guys see why there is so much of dislike and discomfort from all the players for this new DLC? This is the reason why. I mean, yes, we have got few good cars here and there, but why majority is just filled with recycled stuff, and such a less number for a December DLC? That was a huge disappointment. I mean, they could have seriously put some more, like 6-7 more cars, but nope, they decided this is more than enough, I guess. And here we are. So yeah, as I said earlier, we'll be going through these cars quickly, giving a glimpse of the overall car performance and handling everything, and following that will be the customizations videos. So without wasting much time, let's go down the video. There are a total of 17 or technically 18 vehicles in this DLC, and of them 8 are unreleased. And here are all the 8 unreleased vehicles parked together. All of them are currently in their stock condition, like I mentioned. I just wanted to show you all how they looked in stock before doing the customization videos. So yeah, coming to the first one is the Ocelot Virtue, which is the Lotus Evija. I mean guys, I don't even need to explain the design elements of this car. Just from the front glimpse itself, everyone can make out like what car this is based off. Not just this car alone, I mean every other car is literally the exact similar copy of their real life counterparts. This time, I mean in the past 2 years, Rockstar is just outdoing themselves with their designs for these cars. So yeah, thumbs up for that. And also this car is priced at $2.98, that is technically $3 million, but it is also available for a trade price of $2.23 million. I'm not sure like what the requirements to unlock the trade price is, but it is available. And take a look at the tail section. Oh my god, it's like just like the real life counterpart. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, that's with that. And let's quickly take a look at the interior. And yes, it is an electric car, if you guys didn't know. And here is the interior, basically copy pasted from the Pegasi as well as the Ocelot vehicles. Nothing new here. There's no rear view window, sadly. And also, if you guys notice, there is no side mirrors. They're actually part of customizations, and since it's stock, I have not equipped it. I think in real life it has a rear view camera, with displays on the inside, but yeah, this is how it is in GTA. And sound, I mean, it's an electric vehicle after all, right? So yeah. And regarding the price tag I was telling, this car is available as a free reward for completing the last mission of the DAX, that is the last dose, which is actually drift free at the moment. So once it releases, you guys can complete the last mission, and as a reward you can win this car for free. The good thing is that this actually has the Imani upgrades. Yep, you can shoot rockets at it and it can take explosions like a piece of cake. Anyways, let's take it out for a spin. And also, if you guys have not noticed, it does come with a retractable spoiler, that is the auto spoiler. Take a look at that. Oh my god, that thing's so beautiful. Yeah, the speed and acceleration, it's not a surprise, right, coming from an electric supercar. So yeah, it is quite good. And the interiors, well, we actually saw earlier, you can't see the dials, but I mean, at this point it's not even a surprise, right? Majority of these cars have the same type of dials. So yeah, overall a pretty good supercar, I can say. It's gonna be a good addition along with other supercars, hypercars. So yeah, thumbs up from my side for the design. Overall pretty good. Moving on to the next one is the Tundra Panthera. Yes, Tundra is a new car company being added to the GTA or GTA Online. So yeah, if some of you guys were wondering you have never heard of it, it is because it was not there earlier. Anyways, this car, it is so nicely detailed, and this car is based off of the Alpine A10, or with the customizations, you know, you can kind of customize it to the A10R version, that is the sport version. The car overall pretty good. You can also see that the stock wheels are kind of unique and also paintable, so that's a good point, you know, bonus from my side. The design elements, everything is just like the real life. The tail section too, no comments about the design being bad. So yeah, once again it gets a thumbs up from my side, no doubt at all. And the interior, let's take a quick look at that. Yeah, pretty much the basic stuff. I mean, yeah, no no comments about it, I guess. The good thing is that you can actually see the dial, so I guess with the interior being bad, there's this one good thing that we can look forward to, I guess. Anyways, with the sound, yeah, pretty much like other sports cars. Nonetheless, this car is priced at $2.17 million, $2.2 million, quite high for what the car is, but that's Rockstar economy, so yeah, no comments from my side. Anyways, let's take it out for a spin. I mean, even in real life, it's not like, you know, crazy performing sports car, high-end sports car or anything. It's a good, decent sports car, a sports coupe car. So yeah, you can't expect like too much crazy stuff with this car. Nonetheless, the car overall is pretty good. You know, the resemblance to the real life counterpart is just breathtakingly amazing. Yeah, Rockstar is like outdoing themselves with these new car designs, hands down, no doubt about that. So yeah, that's with the Tundra Panthera. Alright, moving on to the next one is the Western Power Surge. This is based off of the Harley Davidson Livewire, which is an electric motorcycle. Yeah, this is also an electric motorcycle. As you can see, the huge battery pack right there, that is not an engine, that's actually a battery pack, you know, electric motor right there. So overall design itself, you can literally make out this is the Harley Davidson Livewire. Everything about this vehicle is just like the real life counterpart. So take a look at the odometer, or the display, I can say. Yeah, that's a new one for motorcycles. Nonetheless, overall design pretty good, and this thing is priced at $1.6 million. I mean, compared to the two motorcycles from the previous earlier DLCs, this is actually much lesser than those. Overall, yeah, thumbs up from my side. And yes, it doesn't rev like other typical motorcycles. Yeah, let's take it out for a spin. And also, good thing is that it actually comes with the stock wheels that are paintable. As you can see, I've got them in black. But yeah, here we go. I mean, we can't even hear like any of the motor sounds that we get in the cars as well. I mean, once it picks up speed, you can hear, but before that, there's nothing. Yeah, For a first electric motorcycle we have received in the game, this is actually pretty good. And the good thing is that we can see the speed, you know, the odometer. That's actually a good thing, guys. That's a thumbs up from my side right there. So pretty good. I mean, it's a stock vehicle, so the stock vehicle itself is going 122. That's pretty good, you know. I'll have to check out the top speed once again when I do the individual videos. So yeah, that's with the Power Surge, which is the Harley Davidson Live Wire. Pretty good motorcycle. Alright, up next we have the car in hot ring Everon, which is basically the Toyota Tundra 2003 model year NASCAR. I mean, yeah, you can just make out like every design aspect is literally based off of the exact copy of the real life version, you know. And this thing is priced at obvious $1.79 million, which is actually $1.8 million, and it's also available for trade price of $1.34 million, which is basically, you know, do those NASCAR races. Overall, the vehicle itself, you guys know what a stock car looks like, right? So we had the normal stock car earlier, so this time we are getting the truck. I mean, guys, everything is literally, you know, not much different from the stock cars, but yeah, as I was telling, I probably would have really loved it if it was just the normal Tundra, you know, or even the off-road pickup style version Tundra. It would have been so much better. I know like some of you guys will actually love this NASCAR truck, but still, come on, we don't usually use this a lot, right? But yeah, I mean, you can't do anything much other than you know, dreaming about it. Anyways, this is the new stock car we are receiving in GTA Online. The exhaust, it's nothing new, it's basically the same old copy pasted. So there we go, the new Toyota Tundra NASCAR, or the stock car. And they're taking it out for a spin. I mean, guys, don't expect like too much with this vehicle. Even with a price tag of $1.8 million, this vehicle does not come with any type of customizations. Not a single type except liveries, just like the previous stock car. So yeah, don't go in, you know, expecting to get something crazy out of it, but only to be disappointed. And once again, you can't see the dials too, so yeah, cheers to that. Yeah, not really excited about this at all. I know some of you would be, so here we go. Moving up next, we have the Weenie Easy Rally. I mean, this is literally based off of the Mini Cooper Countryman. That is actually the 2014 model year, not the latest one. You can make out from the front headlights, the bumper and the grille. Yeah, it's pretty much based off of that. And the overall vehicle, guys, I mean, do I even need to say more? This looks more like the Mini than the Mini itself. Absolutely hilarious. Overall, the vehicle, absolutely beautiful and gorgeous, guys. The tail, yeah, slightly different, but overall it is based off the real life version. And this thing is priced at $1.83 million. I mean, imagine that, a Mini Cooper for 1.8 mil. Things we can only expect in Rockstar games. Anyways, the interior, I mean, you can't expect much from this. It's not like a hypercar or a luxury vehicle, but did you hear the exhaust right there? The startup was just so good. Let's just hear it for one more time. So good right there. Oh my god, that was so good. The interior, well, like I was telling, you can't expect much from this, but it is quite decent. We've got, you know, LCD display, I guess. The dials, once again, you can't see anything, but the rest of the interior, as expected, nothing crazy. One more thing that you guys need to know, that this vehicle comes with the HSW upgrades, so the players on the newer consoles, you guys can look forward to it. And yeah, let's take it out for a spin. Yeah, this car actually does sound really good compared to the other cars we have got. Those had somewhat of a recycled sounds. I mean, this has the name Rally in it, so we'll have to see how it performs, you know, in off-road terrains. I mean, I don't expect like too much crazy stuff. And also, this thing is actually in the SUVs category, as you can see at the bottom right section. So yeah, not exactly an off-roader, but I'm pretty sure you can install these off-road tires on this and take it off-roading like the rally version of the Mini Cooper. You guys can do whatever comes to your mind with these vehicles, right? Alright, moving on to the next one, it is the Willard Eudora. I hope I spelled that right. And this car is based off of the 1960s Buick LeSabre or the Electra or the Invicta. Based on all of the feedback I received from you guys, I mean, personally, I could not find the difference between these three cars apart from the, you know, the windshield or the frame here. Yeah, those were the only differences, visual differences I could find in those three car models which you guys mentioned. So I'll leave it to you guys to be the judge of which car this is based off of ultimately. So yeah, be at it down in the comments. Anyways, the car, the design, do I need to say more? Boy, it's gorgeous and just like the real life one. And also everything like the roof line or the whole, you know, windows and the front and rear windshield, just like the real life design. The tail section too is beautifully designed like the real life counterpart. And this car is actually priced at $1.25 million, basically 1.3. I mean, it's a good classic car, so probably for car collectors, car meets, this car is going to be pretty good. And with the interior, yeah, it's pretty much recycled from every other classic cars we have got in the game. Nonetheless, the interior is actually paintable. As you can see, it has got orange roof for some reason. Nonetheless, the interiors are paintable, so you can turn it into a good looking color combo. And you can also see the dials, so that's good. The sound, yeah, nothing unique. So yeah, that's with the Eudora. Let's take it out for a quick spin. I mean, with this car you can't expect much, right? It's not like a luxury high-end car or a sedan. It's an old classic car, so the performance or the handling won't be the greatest. So yeah, performs and handles just like how you would expect an old classic car to be. Nothing crazy or unique or anything. So yeah, it just goes. I mean, stock car. So once we get the performance upgrades, we can see how much quicker it's gonna be. But for now, this is the Eudora. Up next, we have the Karin Burr. I mean, I'm pretty sure like many of you were really excited. So here it is. This is actually based off of the Subaru Brat, or you can also say Brumby from, you know, different sections of the world where it was sold in that name. But nonetheless, it is widely known as the Subaru Brat. And here it is. This thing is priced at $1.28 million, 1.3. Yeah, no comments regarding the price tag, but the overall vehicle design, take a look at the roof too. Just like the real life one. And just so you all know, a sneak peek, you can actually open the roof just like in the real life. So we'll definitely be doing that once we head on to the customizations part. And the vehicle, boy, it is resembling to the real life one. Anyways, with the interior, once again, you can't expect much from this. This is a very old vehicle, so let's hear the sound. The sound actually suits the vehicle, but it's not new. It is repeated from older vehicles. And the interior, like I was telling, yeah, nothing too great or unique with this. The dials, you could see it slightly, but yeah. So that's the Karin Burr. Let's take it out for a quick spin. And just so you all know, this vehicle is actually in the off-road category. As you can take a look at the bottom right section of the screen, it is an off-road vehicle. I mean, I don't know. I guess we could do it just like in the real life, you know. There was a Subaru Brat with an off-road modification. It looks so beautiful. I absolutely loved it the first time I was taking a look at the vehicle. And probably we could do it like that. So make sure you guys, you know, look forward to those individual customization videos. And then moving on to the last vehicle on the list is the Classic A Broadway, which you all know. It has been teased by Rockstar itself. And this car is priced at $925,000. Not bad compared to all these other cars that were over $1 million. So this is one vehicle which is actually under $1 million. Nonetheless, this car is based off of the 1947 or 48 Oldsmobile Series 66, or it can also be the fastback version. You know, this rear section kind of, you know, slant back. So yeah, overall the car design, you guys can make out from the resemblance to the real life, right? No comments about that. And overall pretty good. The interior, once again, you can't expect much. And also you can see that the dials and the dash, everything is literally copy pasted off of the Eudora. That's literally what I said, you know, they are basically recycled, so nothing new right there. But the exhaust, somewhat similar to the Eudora, right? The good thing about this car interior is you can see all the dials. As you can see, that's pretty good, right? Yeah, everything else in the interior, like I said, the same old, same old. So here we go, let's take it out for a spin. And yes, just so you all know, this car is in the muscle category. Yeah, it blows my mind too. Take a look at the bottom right section. It actually categorizes the car in the muscle category. So it also means you can do wheelies. I mean, not right now, because the car is completely stock, so it refuses to even lift the car. Yeah, but once you install all of the performance upgrades, it will be able to do wheelies. I don't think it can lift much because the rear section would hit the road. Overall, pretty decent, neatly designed car, I can say, and nothing crazy or insane with it. This is also going to be a taxi in GT Online, so yeah, you guys can look forward to this car, which is going to be drip fed in the coming year, so nothing for 2 weeks for sure. Alright, there we go. Those are all the vehicles. What do you guys think about this? Are you all satisfied with the list? I'm pretty sure I'm not, and I also read majority of the players in GT Online were not satisfied with this DLC. But let me know all your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. I mean guys, I really was expecting a lot more, this being the December DLC where we get insane amount of stuff like every other year. This year it was a huge disappointment. Be it the vehicles, I mean the design aspect, I'll give it to you guys. They're some of the most beautifully detailed, so much realistic looking cars we have received in GT Online. But other than that, the lack of content, and on top of that, everything being drip fed, the vehicles, I mean that's old news, but the missions, the story, or the taxi service, the fast mode service, everything, not to forget the mission difficulties are being drip fed, guys. Can you imagine that? A mission difficulty, easy, normal, hard mode, those are not even supposed to be drip fed. And to think those vehicles came in a much smaller DLC. The previous years were much better than this year. This is literally a disappointment right there. That kind of sums up why everyone is disappointed with this December DLC. Nonetheless, let me know all your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. That pretty much sums up the video. Those are all the unreleased vehicles part of the drip feed, which we'll be getting in upcoming 2 or even 3 months from now. That's a long time waiting for all these vehicles to drop. Not to forget, there is also a 50 car garage that is being drip fed. So yeah, it's crazy of all the things that we're getting as drip feed this year. So yeah, that was the overview of all the drip feed cars as well as all the vehicles that's part of this DLC. Let me know what you guys think about it. Are you all happy, disappointed, whatever, what your opinion about this DLC is. Let us all know down in the comments. And in the meantime, do drop the video a like and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, as to make sure to stay tuned for all the individual customization videos that will be coming up soon. So stay tuned guys, and yeah, thank you all and have a good day.